Okay, so in this lecture we will check out how to pass optional and required parameters to a function. So in previous video we have discussed defining and calling a function. So hopefully it would be helpful for you if you watch this. So in this phase we are going to discuss the first optional parameters, and then we will see how to use required parameters. So here I am going to call first main function, write main function, and after that main function I will pass here. I will create my function which will show a message. So here my function name would be my function data type would be dot, and my function name would be show. So here actually this is the part of which is the parentheses after show. uh, this is a part where we have to pass the parameters of functions. So here I'm not declaring, I'm not passing any kind of parameters, so therefore I'm leaving it as it is blank. So because I have not I don't need to pass parameters here, so this is the part of optional parameter. This is a function where we are passing optional parameters, so it's up to you if you want to pass parameters or not. So here I'm not passing parameters here. So this is a function which will show no passing parameters functions. uh, Actually I want to display this message: functions function is not getting parameters. So, so this is my first function which is without passing parameters. So and the second function, if I pass it to my main function and then print. So you can see here this is actually a previous part which we have discussed. So basically I want to show you how to pass optional parameters and how to pass required parameters. So this is the part of optional parameters, and now we are going to discuss the required parameters. So for the required parameters we have to create a function. Like here I want to create a function for adding numbers, so I will make a function with add nums. And here, so here this is the part where I'm going to pass the parameter. So I'm going to pass two parameters, int num1 and int num2. So basically it is same thing like in previous programming we were declaring here data type and then passing two variables. So this is the same thing, but at this time we are passing inside the parameters of function. So we are actually passing variables inside the parameters of functions. So here this is the same thing that actually we were doing in the main function. So now I am going we are doing in this the body of user defined function. So here after passing parameters I want to add numbers. So here I will write num1 plus num2. So I want to actually print these numbers. So here I have declared my user defined function which is namely as add num, and I pass two parameters, num1 and num2. And after declaring function in the user defined function, in the body of user defined function I am printing them. So here now I'm going to calling in the main section which I have declared the function add numbers. So here I will write add nums, and so it is acquiring the values of the parameters which I have declared here. So I have to pass the value. So I will pass the first value is 3 and the second value is 5, and then semicolon and run the program. So when I will execute it, it will show the sum of two numbers. So basically, the value 3 is assigning to num1, and the value 5 is assigning to num2. If I skip any kind of value, if I skip any value from the function where I am calling, it will show a error message, because it will show that you don't have uh, pass the parameters, because you have declared parameters in your user defined function. So here it is showing an error that which is showing that two position arguments expected but one found. So I have to pass the second one in order to execute the program properly. So without executing, without passing proper parameters and the proper length of parameters, I cannot execute it. So here we have total two parameters which we had passed in the function add num. So if I here passed more than two parameter, it will show error, and it will say you have total two position arguments where you are passing three arguments. So it is actually uh, overriding the value, because we didn't define the limit of parameters. So here we define the limit of only two parameter. So passing third value, I have to use the pass the third parameter. So same as passing third parameter num3, and so here I will also uh, I'm also want to print num1, num2, and num3. So when I execute it, it will return the same result by adding three numbers. So here you can see that how it works.